I'm saying street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that attention. I was just trying to say.
Do what you do, baby.
I want to congratulate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me? Yeah, I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole juice, man, I'm looking at the screen like preach, cause I was on the phone with him. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
It's P.NUT the General, to NOLA the podcast. You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody's having a true NOLA afternoon. We have a special guest in here today. We're going to get him in here and let him tell his story, because it's his story. You heard me? Y'all tune in, man. It's going to be a fire. Mr. Mack.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, brother. How you doing today? I hope you're having a very true NOLA day so far, Mr. Mack.
Definitely blessed out here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You want to get straight into it, Mr. Mack, or you want to shout your people out right quick?
Oh, I'll shout a few out. I'm a manager, Miss Benita's show. She's a hard working woman in this business, man. She never quits for me. You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She is very hard working, and she is the plug. She is the plug. She is the reason that me and you met, right?
That's right. That's right.
You co-starred on her interview a couple of months back, right?
Right on, yeah.
Yes, sir. So how you been since then, Mr. Mack? You want to formally introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yeah, I'm Billy Mack. I play acoustic, solo guitar. I do, I play from the heart. I like doing that. You know, you got to feel it. You got to put the emotion into it.
Now, when you say you play from the heart, could you define playing from the heart?
It's hard to sing about stuff that you never experienced. You had to go through and fall and trip to. If you want to put that feeling in it, you better have lived it. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm adamant. I believe that. I believe in that so much. So, where you from, Mr. Mack?
I live out in the mountains in Pennsylvania, up in Elk County.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, give us in New Orleans some insight and some background on coming up where you from in Pennsylvania, right?
Oh yeah. Not much around up here. We're mostly out in the woods and a lot of outdoors we're into. And then, like I said, ways away from town, so get an instrument when you're young and just start playing, practicing, coming up. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, when you say playing and practicing, what exactly is the instrument that you play, and how long have you been playing this instrument?
I started out piano when I was 10, and then 11 I picked up the guitar, and I've been playing now for 36 years.
Okay, I'm 38, so you've been playing 2 years shy of my life. Take us through some of the cool experiences that you've had, and the cool places that you've been playing this guitar. Is that the only instrument you play?
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I stick with one thing. Stick with one thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Won't you tell us about the cool experiences and the cool places that you've been from your experiences with the guitar?
Boy, it's opened so many doors and met so many people, you know. And last summer I went down. I did 5 states in 10 days. I come up through Georgia all the way back up to PA, and what a great time. Everywhere you go, everyone's the same. They're just good people, you know. Love it.
How was that? How many states and how many days?
I did 5 states in 10 days.
Wow. How was that? Was it all fun as it sounds? Was it tiresome? Was it both? How was that 5 states in 10 days? And how did you get it done? You know, I see the great. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in age in your life, you still able to go 5 states in 10 days. Tell us how you did it, Mr. Mac.
Red Bull. Red Bull.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm the oldest looking young guy you'll ever meet. I'm 46 years now, so
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, you're not that older than me. I'm 38.
nah, I got a lot of them kicking me yet.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm thinking you know what I'm saying? So you ain't nah, man, you good.
But I love it when people say, man, you retired. I'll be like, yeah, yeah. Huh. When did you retire? Like 62 or something? I just started praying. I love it.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. So at what point did you realize that you were as good as you were with this guitar?
Well, I I always was playing. You can always tell you're progressing, but you're never good enough. You can always do better, you know. But when I finally went out and started doing it was probably when I was in my 20s. Started messing around a little bit, not professionally, but just going out in front of people, fires, parties. That's why I am just a solo acoustic because I grew up sitting around bonfires on porches playing. I didn't have any electricity out where we were partying to plug
Yeah,
in and and so that's where my roots on that came from. That's why I don't get any more raw. I don't have any drum machines or nothing, and I don't take away from any of that. But
yes,
the only way you can make me more raw is if you go over and pull the cord out of the wall and my speaker shuts off.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So do you just do like you just play you do like requests, or do you actually write and make your own songs?
Uh, Both. But I put an album out. Actually, I just had the year anniversary for it. It was June 10th, 2002. I put out Flying Around, Billy Mack Flying Around, and it streams on all the streaming platforms right now. Check that out. Um, but yeah, the requests, because I have thousands of songs in my wheelhouse. A, a lot of them I need to request jog my memory that I even remember that I know. But that's the
Thousands?
fun part. I could do a whole show if I could just have people throw out songs. I might not know all of them, but
Yeah. So you
there's a
say
good chance you probably won't stump me.
so you say you have thousands of songs. Are these your songs or just songs that you have in the save bank in the little USB in the brain that you could just go to, download, and then boom, straight to the
Oh
guitar?
yeah, I can shift gears pretty quick. But yeah, and I play my own originals too. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
yeah, I'm
Yes.
hoping to have my second album coming out here in the fall.
Okay, so was that you said that was your first album? What made you wanna what made you feel like it was the time to drop an album, so to speak, Mr. Mac?
I don't know. I guess I just figured I had to run and take a leap, see what I was
Okay.
gonna land on. Cause
Yes, sir.
I'm all in. I ain't going back. This is
Yes, sir.
and
Do you
so
remember the
far it's
first?
been pretty
Okay.
good leap.
Okay. Now, when you say a pretty good league, man, let's take us through some of the circumstances. What was the first goal you completed when you said, you know what, I'm gonna take this music thing seriously?
Most of my songs on my album now that I wrote when I was like 18 to 20 years old, and I've carried them with me. So
Timeless, timeless
then
music.
just over the years, just tweaking them and trying to get them a little better. My voice changed a lot since then, and then I could get. So I finally could build up enough, and someone said, "Why don't you try an album?" All right, let's see what we can do. And it come out. It was cool. Boy, what a rush experience. That was a big milestone. I mean, I never thought if you'd have told me 3 or 4 years ago I was going to do this for a living, I'd have laughed because
Why?
I was still shifting gears in the truck, not thinking I knew I was. good enough, but I just didn't know how to go about it. You know what I mean?
Right,
And I
right.
didn't have the, I don't know, I guess the confidence in myself yet the step, which a help of a good friend of mine, Tom Fitch, old TO over in, he had the summit. And he pushed me for about 2 years. He passed away, but he pushed me for 2 years to come in there. And that was the first time I went out professionally. And it's been, couldn't believe how it blew up.
Okay, so you say your friend passed. We're gonna take a time. We're gonna do a moment of silence for your friend, man. Ready? All right. What was the first song you wrote, Mr.
Thank
Mac?
you for that, brother.
Oh man,
What's
it's
that?
all good. What was the first song you wrote, Mr. Mac?
My Hello Lord song. Because I was just coming out of getting tore ready to graduate. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with life. I was going to go military, college, what? Just straight out go dig ditches, whatever it was, and I was like, and then where you go after that? And I always talk. I talk to good old boy every day, man. Love it. We always have our morning and noon chats, whatever, but uh, that gets me through a lot. Those words I wrote in that Hello Lord song, they've been ringing true every day since I put them on paper, you
Yes,
know.
sir. Is that
And
your
it'll bring.
do you have a favorite song in your catalog, or is that your favorite song in your catalog?
Yeah, that's one. But the flying around, that's a nice, upbeat, catchy, you know, just fun little tune to listen to. That's probably a good favorite of mine too. Yeah, I mean they're all favorites. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
can't pick one, right?
You
So
know,
out
if
of
you
your
don't like
whole
your own work, who will? So I guess you know what I mean.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So out your whole catalog, man, how many songs do you think you've written?
Oh, I have a couple hundred that I
Mm,
well, they're not finished. I have them down. I just don't know how I want to go about them. But yeah, I'm constantly working on that stuff.
yes, sir. So what sets the two songs that you mentioned apart from the other hundred and something? What makes those your go-to songs? Is it because that's your first song? Is it because of what the song is about? Your the most high. What puts those two songs above the other hundred and something?
Like I said, I like to sing from the heart, and you got to feel it. And I feel that I got those songs there the closest that I am going to get to that pure feeling that I want to put out. The
Yes.
other ones I'm still working on because I haven't hit to that point.
Mm. So
And I don't want to just throw something out bubble gum. You know what I mean?
right.
I want to have it right.
Yes, sir. Let's take us to your first ever performance live, right? What was going through your head? Was you nervous? Was you a natural to this? Or did you get up there and bomb it? Keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Was the butterflies floating around in the stomach, Mr. Mac? How was your first live performance?
Well, like I said, for years I've always played in front of people at parties or something. So I was nervous and had the butterflies, but it was because it was the first time I just bought speakers and a microphone and a board a week prior.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how to set it up. I didn't know if it was going to work right. I mean,
Just checking out.
so that's where the nervous, but to go out and perform, to do something, I'm never intimidated by going out. I'm not ever saying I'm the best. Never will I ever say that. And it's like, but I'll give you everything I got for what I do, you know? So I'm never intimidated that way. I love it.
You ain't scared.
It's
You
in
ain't
the,
ducking no smoke, huh, Mr. Mac?
yeah.
Man, that backdrop, that background you have is beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, here, I'll give you a little walk around here.
Yeah, please.
Let's see. Some in the backyard. I'm
Beautiful.
over, I'm over a good buddy of mine's place right now because, like I told you earlier, I don't get a lot of signal. up here in the mountains. So I had the best signal over at my buds.
Oh man, see, I appreciate you making accommodations to be on here. You know, you finding it that important to, you
Yeah.
know, make accommodate. That is beautiful, man.
Then we're out riding around in this today, cruising, and
Yes, sir. Oh man, country living. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. You know, I'm a city boy. You know, but I always wonder what would it be like to I don't know. I'm scared of bugs. I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared of wild animals. I'm scared of other people's dogs. So me and nature, and then look, I got sinuses, I got allergies, I got all of that. So me and nature do not get along, right? But I would love to just sit out like somewhere where you at and just breathe in the air. If it don't congest me and clog me,
It
confuse
don't
me
get
and
any
clog me up.
pressure up here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good
So,
day out in it, and you sleep pretty good at night. It's nice, but you're more than welcome to come up anytime, brother. I got a place for you, and we'll
oh
go
man,
do some fishing. I'd love to. That's my boat is my office, and I sit out there and write and do everything. And I just
I
didn't
might
have
gotta,
signal to come see you on that. But
I
you
might
come up
got,
visit. We're gonna go do some fishing and have a good time.
shit, I might have to take you up on that, man.
I
So,
hope you
okay,
do.
take us
I
through
hope
the
you do.
first. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take us through your first album, of the putting together of your first album, and you know, what was your mindset, and where were you trying to go with this album? Let my dog out. He's scratching, and I don't want him to use the bathroom on the floor. But keep it running, and tell us where were you trying to go at with this album, and did you uh reach your goal, so to speak?
Well, I wanted to just. I didn't think everybody would like every song, but I wanted to put a song out that everybody would like. Yeah, if that makes sense. I don't know. Out of 7 songs, I figured somebody'd like one of them. So that was the mindset.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, can you define your style of music for us? Like, are you just a a bass player, guitar player, country singer? Define your style of music, and when you say come from the heart, define your style of music and where your heart was when you got into your style of music.
Well, the background of everything would be I can play anything from Hank Williams to Jimi Hendrix to Nirvana and Willie Nelson. So if you took all that, I love Motown, I love soul, I love gospel music. So I like to smash all that. The old classic country, the classic rock, the new stuff, and then just stir it up and see what comes out of it. I love the
And everything
blues.
in between, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird, but I want to be different on that. I don't classify myself. I can sing country. I know a lot of country, but I really don't classify myself just a strict genre of country,
Yes, sir.
you know. And if you hear some of my songs on that album, again, Billy Mack flying around, check that out. You'll see they're not the same. They're different. There's 7, so there should be someone out there at least likes one of them. They're all different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So when you first got into the music, right? Who were you listening to? You said about 14, right? Or no, 18, right? Who were you listening to before you jumped into the music? What artists were you listening to before you jumped into music?
Oh, I love old Waylon Jennings. He's just good old outlaw. I love the old outlaw country, but then I love Guns N' Roses. I love the AC/DCs.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it- Put all that together. Your John Cougars, the '80s metal, the '80s country. Mix that
So
in
this is a
together.
big gumbo pot. Big gumbo pot, huh?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I'm very
So
unorthodox. I really don't follow a rule or a rhyme.
you do Billy Mack.
That's the only way I can, because I ain't happy if I don't. And usually people around me ain't happy either.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
How important is it for you to be, like you say, it comes from the heart? How important is it for you to be as authentic and as you and as from the heart as you can with your music, Mr. Mac?
Well, it has to be everything meaning to you. That's your character.
Mm,
You can't be fake. I have to do what I do. Like I don't split it up like I'm a music character and then I have my real life. I want to have it both the same.
okay.
And
Yes, yes, sir.
don't deviate. Keep it. Sing about your life. That's it.
Mm.
What you went through.
What's the most difficult you think thing that you do about this entertainment? What's the most difficult thing that, in your opinion, is there to be an entertainer?
Not getting choked up when I am singing from the heart. You know,
Mm, yeah. Mm-hmm.
when I'm giving it and bleeding like that, it just sometimes you're just like, oh, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I
Can-
mean, if it comes from the heart and you really feeling what you're saying, I mean, that's to be expected, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You
So
can't
have you
fake
ever?
that.
Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
don't
My
fake
bad.
that.
Hmm.
You
Have you
know.
ever gotten choked up to the point where you couldn't finish? You was just so much into it, and the memories or the good or the bad or whatever. Have you ever been so choked up that you just had to be like, hold on, y'all, I need a minute.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's take it to one of those times. What happened? What went through your mind, and how did you shake back?
Uh, I have a couple fans that are really loyal. They come out and they love that "Hello Lord" song,
Mm-hmm.
and I started singing it to them, and I got partway through, and I was good until I looked at them and how they were reacting,
Right.
and when I seen that, it just broke me right there. So I'd be give a little laugh and shake it off, and then let's do this again. We got it. Swallow hard and jump.
Could we hear a couple of words from that song?
Well, yeah, it's here. I can get a little right here for you. Let me grab this. You'll have to excuse my voice a little bit. I had a good playing this weekend.
It's all good. It's it's
Good
it's it's,
amount of
it's
it.
from the heart. We with it. It's from the heart. Oh, he got it right. Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
why I said I just got to get my voice.
Yes, sir.
We'll do a little one. Well, I never was a very religious man. When this old world giving more than I can stand, always find a better place. Find some peace of mind and a little saving grace. Hello, Lord, it's me again. Nowhere to go, or any friend. Can you help me out? Can you throw me a line? See, we only get to talk in the bad times. And then, and
Ah, come on, Billy.
we all are.
You had
But
it
like
all.
I said, my voice is
You had
pretty
it all
shot
in
from
you.
the weekend,
It's all good. So,
you know?
what do you like better? Do you like the singing or do you like the actual playing of the guitar?
Well, for me, I'm not a lead guitarist, so you can't have one without the other. But I do love singing. I mean, I sing without it when I'm driving or something. I always did that. Like I said, where I grew up here, I was a long way from any other people, kids or anything, town. So just I'd be out on my own fishing or something, and I'd just start singing or whistling. I do a lot of that in my songs too. I mean, that's my other instrument, I guess.
The whistle?
Yeah, I whistle in with my tunes, but yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, okay, when you say you were alone, you're fishing, so you were kind of a loner coming up, or you were, the life of the party? How was that?
Oh, definitely not the life of the party growing up. I was more in my shell, and like I'd come home from school and I'd be right in my room playing that guitar till mom called me for dinner, go eat, and then I'd be back in. It was I love that. Otherwise, if it was hunting season, I was out doing the same when I came home, fishing or else going fishing. But yeah, that guitar was always, and it's still every day it goes. They're in a place I don't go, it don't go with me. Like that little
Mm.
slingshot back there, the guitar was in there today. We travel with it all the time.
So you say you was always in your shell. How did you come up? How does a child that came up in his shell in his room, fishing, all of these solo by yourself things? How does he become an entertainer? Entertaining thousands of people, putting out albums, about to put out another album. You're on podcast. What you get? How does
Right.
one go from I guess shy? Were you shy?
Well, yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so how does
quiet
one go
shy,
from
but
shy to an entertainer, Mr. Billy?
how about when I went to college and then I started really one day someone said you play that thing, and I said, yeah. I started messing around and then, people started getting into it. I'm like, okay. And then it's just an addiction. Once it hits, I mean, I couldn't shake this if I tried.
I was just about to ask you, have you ever thought about putting the guitar down?
No.
No, not never. Never,
It's
never.
that's my punching bag. That's my therapy.
A
Without
lot of
that,
well, a
I don't
lot
know
of
how I would have
uh,
made through a lot of things.
a lot of entertainers, whether they be rappers, singers,
Yeah.
boxers, I've interviewed boxers, they say that what they do is a kind of therapy, right? You're
Oh
a
yeah.
um how does it feel like, take us through when you're stroking that guitar when you're in your room by yourself, where does the music take you?
You just an out of body once you get into it. It just you just get into a zone and it just flows and you know and then hopefully the telephone don't ring because I blow you right out of your zone. But
at what at what point did you know that you wanted to do this music for the rest of your
I drove
life?
a truck for a good many years and then we slowed down.
Hmm.
I drove for gas and oil, hauling water, but we slowed way down and went from making a lot of money to just barely getting it. And I was like, well, I used to get money at the parties and stuff, and let's see what I can do. So one day I made 12 hours. I'd make a little shot, $200 in a day.
Hmm.
Well, it didn't take me long when I was calling out, make two, three, four times that playing this thing
Yes,
in
sir.
3 hours or 4 hours.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm like, well, this hillbilly ain't dumb.
Yeah.
It's
And
time
you
to
said,
maybe
and you're
let's go
telling the
take
truth,
that
man.
leap and say, hey, let's see where it lands.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
and the
When
good Lord's been helping me a long way. So I mean, it just everyone that supported me, I love every one of them, and man, they're so loyal. They follow me all over the place. They're great.
is being an entertainer easy? Is it a does it happen overnight?
Oh no, like I said, I'm 46 and I started this actually jumped out to make money on this and do my own. It'll be 3 years in September that I did it, but I've played 34 years practicing, I guess, and I'm still practicing every day. I mean, if you ever think you hit your ceiling, you might as well just quit, but it can always go up
Mm.
more. You can always learn. You learn more every day. Even if you fall, you learn about how to fall. Better just remember how to get back up.
Yeah, you learn not how to fall that way.
Yeah, there ain't too many times that I went up very high without falling back three
How you,
times further than I was.
so for the people who are thinking about jumping entertainment, and for the people who just jump into entertainment, when you reached your high points and you fell down, how did you get back up to those high points? Speak to the, I guess, the rookies, or the about to be rookies. When you fall off that high point, how do you get back to that high point?
Guess you're as good as you want to be. You can lay there and cry all you want. No one's gonna come up and pick you up and put you back up there. You gotta start crawling, and then all of a sudden, then you start feeling a little better, and then you start walking, then you start climbing, then you try to get another spot. See how long you can keep that up before it gets kicked out. You go back down and learn another lesson. That's all. I mean,
That sounds like something your uncle would tell you. Yeah, that's a real life game. Like you could use that in not only in the entertainment business, but in real life too.
oh yeah, that goes across the whole spectrum. Yep.
Yes,
If
sir.
you want to quit, then you quit. If you say I can't, then you're damn right. You can't. You
Mhm.
say I can, well, might take you a little bit while to get to that can part, but at least you're in the right direction already with your thinking,
Yes,
you
sir.
know?
Yes, sir. Do you have the same love for this music that you started out
Just more and more of it every day,
with?
you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was just something my dad played the guitar, so he kind of showed me how to mess around. Then I finally did take lessons, but it was like, yeah, I liked it. It was neat and it was catchy, and I did get addicted to it earlier, but yeah, every day it grows harder and harder.
That's
I
what's up.
love it.
How you hooked up with Miss B?
I went to a show and where we met, and I was told the DJ was going to have all my sound equipment there. No problem. Don't bring nothing out. So I've had this old black guitar that I just had out, and I had a drummer. Well, this guy didn't have anything but a microphone, and he didn't have no way to plug my guitar in. So we had this huge event center, and my voice, I can boom it. I can bring it hard. So I just started out with a good old wailing hard song, old The Midnight Special, and down people, everybody in there was just went silent, and it echoed throughout that building. And me and my buddy, and he's banging on them drums, and I'm still keeping it. And I made it through three more songs and blew the strings off the guitar because I was beating it so hard. But then she come over and started talking, and we've been rolling ever since, man. She's been just hardcore working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love that girl. She is so hardcore. Yep.
Yes, sir. When I contacted her, she was out hustling, out and about,
Always,
out and
always.
about, but still trying to, handle business at the same time of doing her. And I just told her, nah, Miss B, you go ahead. I'm gonna get with him. And well, she told me get with you, but I wanted to get with her out of respect,
Oh,
first.
absolutely. We definitely respect that. That's
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes,
She's
sir.
the go-to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, do you still listen to the same artists, groups, of bands that you listening to coming up that you told us about?
Oh yeah, but I love mixing it up too. I mean, I love Rehab. I love Sublime. You know, uh, Uncle Cracker, all that stuff. I love all kinds of music.
Just
It,
music,
it don't
real
matter what
music.
genre it is. It doesn't. If it sounds good, if it gets your fingers tapping, your toe tapping, you feel it. It don't matter what it is. It's good.
Okay,
you know.
besides the song that you sung for us, right? Do you have a favorite song to perform?
Oh, I love doing the flying around because everybody just gets popping and they just get into it, you know. It just
Yeah.
makes them feel good.
Can we hear a little bit of that?
Boy, oh, I'll try that one. That's a screamer, but maybe we'll try it.
Man, we just need a little preview of what to expect when we go check you out for the new viewers and the new potential.
I don't have to work today.
Yeah.
Chase all my worries away. Gonna go on down and find a place to lay on a tall tree in the cool shade.
I like that shit.
I just won't get stoned and watch them clouds fly round, fly round, fly round. Yeah, you'll have to check it out. It's a lot better when I got a voice.
Man, it's all good, man. I like that. So let me ask you about when you're doing your little guitar thing, right? It looks so easy. You just staying on beat, you're plucking it. Is it as easy as it looks, or is it easier than it looks? I'm gonna say, is
Oh,
it
no.
harder than it looks? You just make it look easy.
I don't know if you can, if I can get these on a camera. Can you see my fingertips?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can cut them with a knife, then complete. But for about 5, 6 weeks, man, when I was learning how to, I had them ripped open like I was pushing on a knife blade, and I'm still playing. I mean, you gotta work through that pain. I have blood stains on my neck, you know, and then I'd put super glue over them just to kind of get maybe another song or half a song out of it. But then they toughen up, and but the easy part, if it's more hand-eye coordination. This hand's got to know exactly where this hand is at all time, you know.
Right.
And then to get the rhythm, some people have rhythm, some people don't have rhythm, you know. But and to make it all honestly, but then to make it all come together, and plus think in your head the words and when to stop, how to enunciate it, how to breathe. Because if you don't breathe right, you ain't gonna make it to the end of that first line.
Mm,
Be
okay.
gasping,
Right.
you
Man, I
know.
think
So there's
that's
a
my
lot in your
favorite.
head going.
I think
It's mental, a good mental challenge when you're actually performing and doing that because there's so much. And if someone walks by you or something, or you can hear a conversation, or someone drops a glass, you can be just blast. You forget one little word, and then you're like, until you can catch it in your head again, you
right,
know.
right,
But
damn, right. So
but
it's
it's fun.
painful when you start off, like for all of everybody that wants to get off into the guitar thing, right? Is it painful starting off, and what do you do? What you put the little black tape around you? Like, what can you do to prevent the cutting? Because that sounds kind of like, damn, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, is it anything to do, or you just gotta, is certain dues you have to pay to be a guitarist?
I'd say it's the dues. Let's see. I guess toughen up, Cream Puff, because you're gonna go play football. Or you're gonna
Wait,
say,
wait, what you say,
don't
Mr.
tackle
Mac?
me,
Wait, what you say,
don't
Mr.
tackle
Mac?
me, don't hurt me, nothing like that. Just give me the ball, and I'm gonna run down and score.
What you,
No, they're gonna cream the shit out of you. You
what
know
you
what I
say?
mean?
You
So
said toughen up. What you told
said toughen up, Cream Puff, because
him?
it's what it is. You gotta hurt yourself if you want something. You know.
Right, right.
That only
So,
makes you want it more once you got through. If you're gonna
mm,
pain,
so
pain's temporary.
the love is life, though. The love lasts for
Yeah,
life, though, right?
yeah, right.
So what's next for you, Mr. Mac?
I'm heading out to Dover, Delaware here for this weekend. We have a God's Got Talent, and we're gonna perform out there. We Marshall, oh, Marshall and Kevin the Bad Guy. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time out there.
Can I see your background one more time? Like we from two totally different places, Mr. Mac.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Oh
nothing
yeah,
like
the
that.
deer come down. We got about a 300-pound bear comes out and likes to eat out of our bird
A
feeders. You know,
bear? A 300-pound bear?
there's bears all over up here. They're cool.
See,
They leave you alone.
I'm not, I can't, I love nature. And like, it's so fucked up where we at. I want to experience that, right? But I'm scared of spite. Like, I'm like, if I saw a bear,
So there's
oh,
turkey
it's time to
feeder up
go.
there. They'll be down.
It's time to go. If I see a big enough spider, like, like this, it's time to go. I'm going now. We packing up. I don't care how much this trip costs. I don't care. We going home. We
Oh, you
go.
be all right.
Man, let me see that. Those trees,
There's a
the
whole bunch
trees.
of little kids that save your ass up here. Don't worry.
My son saves me all the time. My son, he's 14. He like when it come down to that, he like the man of the house. I gotta give it to him, bro. I don't do bugs. I don't do none of that, man. That's so beautiful, man. I bet the air up there is beautiful.
It's so good. I got to smoke to make it better. You know.
Yeah, dig. Well, I might as well join in the fest myself. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the name of your album? And what's the name of your album? How long you said you made a year?
Yeah, it was June 10th was a year anniversary, and the album is called Billy Mack Flying Around, MAC.
Where can we find that at, Mr. Mac?
You can find that on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all the streaming platforms.
So for the potentially new viewers and the potentially new listeners, what can we be expecting when we go check out that Billy Mack?
You can expect something different. I won't wear the cowboy hat and have that look, but a little different on a lot of stuff. I got songs in there that are happy. I got songs about drug and mental health issues, drinking and just different things. Loss.
So I don't want to get all in your business, but do you suffer? Because I do little episodes on that. I just did one with my cousin. So if you suffer or anybody that does, you could come on here and not really tell about you, but just give awareness, because in our community, it's like we don't take it serious. It's like we, toughen up, put your feet down there and nuts on the concrete. You can't cope with
And it
life.
does. And you can for a long time. And that's how we're supposed to be as men. We have no feelings like that. And then all of a sudden, you get finally to that point where it's like, I'm about to have fucking enough of this stuff. You know what I mean?
In the past 2 years, I have two friends that committed suicide. So I like I said, I keep it real. I apologize. I was that one. You know, everybody got problems. Put your feet down, your nuts on the concrete. Life hard. Woo, woo, woo. I never took it serious, and then just one day you get that call, and then you're like, "Fuck, he was serious."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times the ones that are laughing and the most happy are the ones, and it don't matter sometimes who's even around you. You can have all the loved ones you want around you, and if you just have one of them days, it's like, you know,
Yeah, it's
there ain't no talking you out except you and the good Lord. That's it. That's
yeah,
why me and him have a chat every day.
yeah. I wish I would have taken more serious though. But before we get out of here, won't you tell them your social medias and where they could find you at, and you know what I'm saying, how they could get in touch with you if they want to get you on a podcast or check your music out, or anything like that, Mr. Mac.
Uh, I'm Billy Mack 814 or 814 Billy Mack on Instagram, 1 Billy Mack 11 on TikTok, and Billy Mack Facebook. Actually, the 814 Billy Mack is actually over Twitter, everything on that end.
And everything
That's
is
an easy
spelled the same.
Yes, MAC.
Hey, you any shout outs or you know what I'm saying, last words before we get out of here?
My girl Pam, she's been behind me through all this stuff too. She helps me out a lot. And my son Emmett, he's my roadie. He's 13 years old. Going up, he'll be 14 next month. He plays the upright bass. He's buying one actually tomorrow. He saved up all his money, and he wants to come touring with Dad.
How does that make you feel, Mr. Mack?
That brings a tear to you. That's awesome. I mean, love it. You know, want to follow in what I'm doing and stuff, and believe in me. You know.
What's up? It's a beautiful feeling. Any last words for the the upcoming entertainers or the people that's thinking about jumping into entertainment?
Anyone that says you can't, you need to get out of your life. Get rid of them. You keep the ones that are going to support you, and you'll find out real soon who will and who won't, because the ones that love you are always there. The ones that are jealous, you'll see they'll be doing stuff to kind of take you down.
Yeah.
Get away from them.
Unfortunately, it's P.NUT the General to NOLA the podcast. You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. I enjoyed you, Mr. Mack, man.
Oh, thank you very much, brother. I had a good time here. Very much. And you let me know when you want to come up this way and go fishing.
I'm gonna have to bring my my son, my bodyguard. You're gonna have to keep all the bugs away.
That's more. How old's he?
14. He'd be 15.
Same as my boy. Hell yeah. Them guys, they'll have a ball up there.
Yeah, man. He could probably learn a lot.
Oh yeah. Come on up.
Oh man, I appreciate the invite, man. Check it later. Don't be no stranger on me. This your last time on here now.
Oh yeah, I hope to come back to see you again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
Thanks
everyone. Yeah.
From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that damn shit. We was just trying to say.
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want to graduate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole juice, man, I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?